We have a lot of other things to cover here, but I look to Dr. Sherwood. Are we moving?
Joe Biden, wake up. Joe Biden, wake up. 9/11.
One of the things that I strongly believe is
Joe Biden, wake up.
I should probably go home. I'm tired.
Joe Biden, wake up.
Joe. I'm tired.
Joe Biden,
What's happening?
Joe Biden, 9/11.
What's happening? Joe. Hello, Mr. President. Wake up.
You should have to pay nearly $6,400 more than you do today.
Testing.
I was deep into meditation and forgot my headphones.
Wake up, Eli. Wake up, Eli Biden.
I am too deep into my third eye chakra. I have also discovered my anal chakra. Namryoho Renge Kyo.
You know, last time you brought those beads here, like, things just went wrong. I hope... Do you remember that?
I am the one that reminded you of this.
Well,
You are trying to frame it as if
See, it's already going wrong.
this was not coerced.
It's already going wrong.
May I tell you why I've discovered Buddhism, Josh?
Please.
Namryoho Renge Kyo, Namryoho Renge Kyo. I am distancing ourselves from all of the drama that has come to pass. Even though the past is currently the present, it's just all a matter of consciousness. So I have turned to Buddhism for enlightenment. Lord Buddha knows all. And hardcore pharmaceuticals have also helped me get through these trying times. Joe Biden.
Not only are you pro Big Buddha, but you're pro Big Pharma. Oh wow, you're not joking.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good here, Josh.
You look good. You got a healthy glow of some type of supplement or prescription.
That's I call it Joe Biden, man.
Wake up, Joe Biden.
All right, so how we doing, kids? Hello, everybody, one and all. Stuck in the middle, stuck at night, coming at you live. The Red Bull's kicked in.
It's time for them to wake up. Time for y'all to wake up, because Stuck is here. I know, some people like to log off and go to bed around this time, but guess what? We're a nightly show, because everyone else has got those morning shows covered. You can find us every night, almost every night. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday night at 10 p.m.-ish. I know sometimes we're late, but at least when you know what time to plan around, you can hopefully expect us sooner or later.
Hey, it took our Lord and Savior 3 days to resurrect, okay? You didn't get up on the first day, Josh.
Is it Santa Claus?
The Easter Bunny.
Ah.
Yeah.
The Threester Bunny.
The
3 days, 3 I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know really. We can't talk about it.
Mondays are like, they literally are hit or miss.
Weird days.
Like sometimes they're full of energy.
Yeah.
And full of like everything kind of being on and flowing. And then sometimes they're just like you ate like a fat pig all weekend and then have no energy on Monday. That's me. That's this guy. That's what I did. I ate like a half a tray of peanut butter chews.
What are you doing to yourself?
Oh, dude, I ate that. I ate like cakes and donuts, and I just ate like a fat shit.
Is it just me? I hate peanut butter, but don't disavow me yet, okay? I do like it with celery. Does that...
Bro!
Come on now.
Fuck you!
That's the only way I like peanut butter.
That's like the worst way to enjoy peanut butter is with celery. Look, I don't like peanut butter. Like
Bangladesh. I call Bangladesh.
But the only way I do like peanut butter is if I eat it with
flavorless
celery.
Green stick.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
that makes it so much
I don't like
better.
pizza, but I will eat pizza if I put it on some broccoli.
Well, you know,
That's kind of what you said.
there is
almost.
there is pizza without cheese. You're aware of this, right? It's called marinara. I used to get it in New York.
No, marinara is a sauce.
No. But you ask for a marinara, they give you a pizza without the cheese. There's just the sauce.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of crazy person you are, man.
I
Like
tried
you must have.
it. It was pretty
I see
good.
why you're praying to Buddha beads now because you're talking about pizza with no cheese on it, like some
Dude, it's in my head that
fucking crazy person, man. I thought I knew you.
You don't know me.
I thought I knew you.
I eat celery with peanut butter.
Ah.
I eat pizza with no
That's
cheese.
what I feed to like goats.
And
like bad, like I trick a goat to eat some medication. I dab some peanut butter on. I hide that son of a bitch in the peanut butter. And I give him a little piece of celery on it. Are you a goat?
I thought you weren't going to talk about how we first met, under what circumstances, and what I looked like at that time. But I see we're going to open all the old wounds, and I want to tell you,
I don't want to hide it anymore.
just real quick. Okay, yes, I'm one of the sheeple. Okay, it's been outed. Every time I grab this for some reason, even though it's supposed to be something, these were $60, by the way.
Oh wow.
This is when I was like trying to be sober after jail, and I was like, yeah.
This is why karma comes back around
Buddhism.
to us all the time because you paid an exorbitant amount of price for a few
fucking
balls.
beads and balls, bro.
They're like, oh, we're gonna get you every time. That was you paid too much.
But Nam Ryoho Renge Kyo, say it with me, audience. Nam Ryoho Renge Kyo.
What like, am I summoning the dead here? Why would I say that? What does that mean?
I don't know what the fuck it means, but
Well, I'm not gonna say
it's what
this.
you say to chant for, like, the Buddha
You sound
and
like
the sutra.
You sound like one of
Nam
those white
Ryoho
girls who
Renge
get
Kyo.
the the Chinese.
It's a fucking drink at
words,
Starbucks,
and she's
bro.
like, it means peace, love, and harmony. And then she goes to China and is like, oh, it means you a silly bitch.
Oh, that's
That's what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I feel like we're setting ourselves up to be like laughed at by Buddhists.
Well, no, they're above laughter. Yes, knock something over.
See, it's gonna happen.
That would be on you.
He's a big dumb idiot.
All right. Can I do a little cold open real quick? And you know what I'm
No,
using?
this was our cold open.
No.
Now you can do
now
like
I want to. Okay, so if you're not aware, and this is the very last time, at
what we
least
wearing.
from these. This guy, man, I can feel my teeth. Is that weird?
Yeah.
I don't know what I took in those
Is it?
pharmaceuticals.
I don't know. Your
Okay.
tongue, maybe.
No. It's
I can
definitely-
hear my hair growing.
I can taste colors. All
R.I.P.
right.
Doris.
So the whole Buddhist thing shtick that I'm doing here
Shtick.
was to distance myself truly from any drama, because I know people that were from the very talented other show, and we're not hiding names. All right, Cold Beer, Sage, great talented people with a very loyal following. They came in, their followers, their mods came in. Some of our followers and mods were there. There was a little clash, and
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
at the center of it all, I mean, it's all in the past.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. You're still talking about this?
And then that's it. And well, that's why also you found enlightenment in lots of prescription drugs that have helped a lot to finding enlightenment. Look, I'm all over the place here.
Let me get one of those bottles.
And yeah, here
me
you
get
go.
one. Let me get
That's
one.
what used to
Yeah,
keep the
there we
sedatives.
go.
And
All
look,
right.
there's one human being, even though I'm supposed to keep the fucking name out of my mouth, her mouth, whatever. I'm just saying, let's all not forget that.
Might as well say it, right? That's where you're
I'm
going.
going
No,
to.
don't do it.
Just let's not forget when we all get impassioned about getting angry at somebody that's not exactly tangible, not relatively in front of us. It's easy to build them up to be a all-encompassing villain. Just don't forget on the other end, guys. At the end of the day, it's just another human being trying their best at life. And I just don't want to see anybody feel so negative that they end up harming themselves. We didn't start the show to have anybody feel any kind of way negatively, especially in a way where they feel ostracized, bullied, or just malicious. That's not our intention. We're here for entertainment, unification, and challenge.
It is a negative side effect of just online in general, because it's not even just people who put themselves out there. It's just like social media in general, gives people the ability to
Reach out, put yourself out there.
right.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, like on Twitter, a lot of what I hear about people who get attacked by people on Twitter, they're like, some motherfucking Twitter egg. What a Twitter egg is just somebody who's like nobody on their Twitter. They haven't updated their profile picture. It's just some like
Are you
anonymous
fucking millennial?
name.
What the fuck is this?
What are
the
you
fuck's
talking
a
about?
Twitter? What's Twitter egg?
Twitter is way better.
Don't talk about my twat.
Meanwhile, you're here talking about Facebook.
Facebook, that's where all the
Twitter is
happening-
where all the hip shit is.
That's where the jive turkeys go
Are
to
you
play.
not? Are you not? Wait a minute. You tell me you're not tweeting? Are you not tweeting?
Isn't that something Trump did way back in the day? Bro, that was so 2020.
If you're not tweeting, you're not eating.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
Go
That's
woke,
what I
go
always
broke?
say.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Twitter egg. Is it edible?
The broader it is, but the problem is you don't know what it is. You don't want to eat it.
Yeah, no.
So
no.
the bigger picture here, social media allows a lot of people to kind of, maybe do things they wouldn't normally do in real life. We have somebody who was always kind of going after us, who a few times we've asked to possibly meet in public to
hash things out. Oh,
further discuss things with
amicably.
Knuckles.
See, now we're not naming names now, but he would get too much cred and clout in his fucking. I'm still living rent free. Woo boy, this motherfucker literally threatened. Josh was saying things, and Josh was like, "You wouldn't say this if I were in front of you."
Just talking. It's not even threatening. It's just the idea that people would talk differently and say things differently online, and like you've.
I knew him personally, so he would never.
Not even knowing him personally, just like running to people in general. You'd never really get talked to like that, or like anything like that of a stranger.
You mean a guy hasn't just walked up to you randomly and say, hello. You're a fucking white supremacist racist cuck.
No, that happens all the time.
Oh, I thought so.
I'm saying no guy just walks up to me and just laughs uncontrollably.
Oh, I mean, that's the second go-to, yes. But no, to our point, that's just the bland toxicity that's come with the price of having social media and the internet, something built to unite us or make us all connected. But with that comes the juxtaposition of toxicity and all that. So
it was built to unite, but it's slowly but surely
we're going back to our primitive
of,
tribalism, man. And then the grander powers come in to fucking take control, and here we are.
I'd like to think we're like half to blame for that because
oh yeah, there's some accountability here.
Some people don't know what they want, right? So like when a company starts to make decisions for you, you're like, yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I don't want to see anybody who disagrees with me. And when in actuality, they themselves probably would have never made that judgment call if it wasn't for being edited by said social media companies or something like that. So I do think there's a lot of people out there like that who aren't trying to be in an echo chamber.
Did you mean to say edited or did you mean to say challenged? Some people didn't mean to be challenged and then forced to step out of
have others edited out of their thought process.
Oh, right, which the algorithm essentially makes you think you're in a fucking echo chamber where everybody agrees with you.
So I'm just saying, I do feel like there's some people who don't think like that, but just happen to live in that system and really don't question it. So maybe they do live by that a little bit, but then there's other people who are like, nope, I'm not going to ever listen to your side of you or, your opposing opinion.
They're comfortable in their confirmation bias. One funny story, since we're on this, one guy.
What are we even on,
Since
by the way?
Elon Musk bought Twitter, one guy lost all the bots that he believed were like the 80 followers he had, and they're all gone. He's got like fucking 8 people left.
But that's not even Elon Musk didn't do anything yet.
Well, I don't know. That's what he said. This is what this guy says. So that just means he was screaming into the void, thinking he had people actually following him, and now he's fucking lost.
Well, I asked you not to talk about my story publicly like that. You could have kept that on the DL.
You put out there that I was a sheep when we first met. I was into furryism.
I still put that out
cosplaying.
there.
I like to dress like sheep.
Have you met Eli Sheep?
Well,
and they're like, who? Bad? I'm like, that's him.
No,
that's him.
It's private. Those photographs and videos are private.
Look at this photograph.
All right, so what do we got?
Every time it make me laugh.
What's the meat and potatoes that I get to nosh on tonight? What's going on in the world? I know.
Did we do the you're enlightened thing?
Yeah, I did the fucking.
Okay, just making sure. Check that off.
Eli's enlightened through big pharmaceuticals and the Buddha.
Yeah, let's make sure we get through what we put on the topics, and then if we have time, maybe we can get to
hi guys in Chatland, by the way. Hello, Dr. Hey, Dr. J. Bert, Bran, Barbara.
This one really, this one because it does hit close to home. Because,
where's it hitting?
Huh?
Where?
It's a nuke.
Oh,
hang on.
Well,
no,
that's expected.
Let me pull it up. Relax.
I mean,
everything's gonna be a-okay.
No, yeah, you know what? DeSantis is running things over here.
We got Papa
gravy.
D here.
We gravy.
Papa D in the building.
spending money. You see how that works? Representative spending
They
money
don't see it yet, so
pledging
don't
money
get too ahead of yourself.
to,
Let's not be
where it
condescending.
counts.
Now they see it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's right, peasants. DeSantis working for the Florida families right here signs a $1 billion tax relief package.
How dare he!
To help us, the Florida families, save on essential items. Thank you.
Signed in $1.2 billion tax relief and announced 10 upcoming tax-free holidays. So not only, nothing more than I like is saving money, but God damn it, if I don't like saving money on a holiday, now I get to celebrate this day of savings with a holiday?
I got a little mahogany.
Where's Mariah Carey? Let's write one for the diaper holiday, can we?
The diaper?
All I want for diapers is poop.
Oh, that's clever.
Because that's what happens in diapers, right?
My mahogany just went.
That was on the spot too, by the way.
No, I saw the talent. I'm
plan that one.
Emasculated and intimidated.
So it says the items are expensive for families in the state and will provide major savings when added up. Diapers are one of those things. Allegedly, I have no idea. Parents go through about 3,000 diapers in the first year of a child's life. God damn, that's a lot of shit.
I mean, I'm wearing 4 right now.
Yeah. Well, they're not talking about adult diapers.
Extra absorbent. Just like that guy that assaulted Chappelle's hair was. Spongy.
Do you want to do a fun game with me?
I mean,
one of these.
Is this the same one where you're in the white van with candy? Same one?
It's different.
Oh.
It's different, but same
outcome?
Yeah,
okay.
same outcome.
All right, what do you got for me?
We both wear diapers and we try to urinate while we're talking on camera throughout a show.
All right, super chat. This is where you come
down
in.
For that?
$5 and I will urinate in my place. No. Yeah, sure.
In diapers, though. And see how they work, like adult diapers.
In diapers?
Yes, adult diapers. We both wear adult diapers. Well, you continue wearing your adult diapers.
Tell Kimmy to get a towel. These weren't as absorbent as I
Son
suspected.
Of a bitch.
My bad.
Let's look at real quick. It's not just the diapers.
Steve Harola. I'm going to say a big hello.
Dude, I was so pumped because I thought you were about to say Steve Irwin. And I was like, he lives. The crocodile hunter lives.
But you said Steve Irwin will return on the 3rd day.
But would you say Steve
on the 3rd trimester?
Irwala?
Steve, let me say it right. Harloha. Check out his channel.
So that's your fault. It begins with an H.
Hello, Rising.
You started with an I. You psyched me out. I don't appreciate that shit.
I'm a fucking psyop,
I don't
bro.
appreciate
you can't
that
catch
shit.
this.
So check this out.
motherfucker. I'm gonna hijack your shit.
I just said that.
All right, no, check this.
What?
Are we still talking about DeSantis being a motherfucking
No.
G? All right,
No.
before you go,
No.
let me No.
Yes.
Oh, continue.
No, you may continue. What holidays are coming? Dude, we got a children's book holiday coming up. Oh.
Children's book holiday.
Yep.
Is it about transvestites?
No, man, it's about children's books. You can buy children's
Florida,
books.
They're protecting
tax-free, motherfucker.
Right, and it's not actually called "Don't Say Gay" bill. It's just let's not talk about sex
What
to
are you
kids in
talking
pre-K.
about?
You know that whole thing DeSantis is getting shit on for that "Don't Say Gay" bill. I mean, I know that was 2 weeks ago, but it's still relevant. So we get a children's book day. And we're assured that they won't be talking about sex. That's a double whammy.
You open the book up and you're not going to get hit in the face with a pop-out boner. Like, oh,
I knew you were going to say
man.
something about a penis.
Math, like how tall was the boner that just hit you in the face? That was definitely 9 inches, Mr. Book.
That's some CRT right there.
Disaster preparedness, that's only 6 days.
That's a holiday?
Yep. And like whatever food you buy or whatever.
So is that like when I put a condom on and like I'll get a fucking bonus?
No, that's awesomeness preparedness.
Oh, well, I don't use condoms.
Disaster preparedness is probably more so along the lines of, weather disasters, hurricanes. So when you go out and buy...
Hurricanes are the best. Thank you, Steve Haro Lola. I can't say your name right. He's a super chat user.
You keep saying Steve Irwin, and I'm so angry.
Look, check out this man's channel.
I love you, Steve
Harloha.
And Steve Harloha.
And Steve Irwin, rest in peace. Baby boy! All right, tell me.
He was a good man.
Keep telling me about these holidays,
dude. This one's wild. Event tickets and rec equipment. So, like, dude, I got a holiday to go fucking buy a ticket to go to Rockville. I think.
So that's what's up. Get to celebrate that you get to.
It's a holiday.
Buy it.
Hey! Raise the roof.
What? That's a confusing holiday.
Children's diapers holiday.
So, okay, that's when
Here, that's gonna be pretty shitty.
Beavis and Butthead laugh introduction.
Oh, he just said shitty. yeah. He said shitty.
Holy shit, you sound just like him. You son of a bitch.
Baby clothes and shoes.
I thought you said baby Jesus. Why you gotta like fucking take away from
It's fine.
sweet white
Baby Jesus did wear clothes. He did maybe.
Where was he born on? What was he born on?
Not July
A
1st.
manger. Okay.
Energy Star Appliances.
What the fuck is going on with these holidays?
You
bro?
got an impact resistant window holiday.
I don't. Stop hurting my head.
You got school supplies like this one's.
Shoes
this
and
one's,
backpacks.
This one's
Woo!
normal. Tools and other home improvement holidays and fuel tax. I mean,
That's exotic.
he takes all there's a lot of I's there, and he's like, I'm gonna dot each one of these son of bitches.
I guess so. That
Like
looks like
tools,
what, when you
fucking
look at them one on
children's
top
books.
of each
Yeah,
other. What the
we're
fuck?
making fun of it, but he just made all these like things like tax-free holidays.
Well, I don't know how to criticize it, so I'm just gonna applaud it.
I don't know.
And, I mean, I don't
Something
know.
sounds fishy here, Mr. D.
DeSantis pledging money for the people. Meanwhile,
You about to get the D. That's what's going on.
we've been getting the D, and
Yeah.
we like the D in Florida.
We like the D.
That's why we're shaped like a D in Florida.
D.
All right.
It's more like a L, upside down L. But
Hey, you don't tell me what a fucking D looks
Let's
like.
not split Ds
okay?
here.
Let's not split the D.
let's not split
But
Ds
let's
here.
talk about the B as in Biden, who has pledged. It's already in legislation. It's done. $33 fucking billion are going to be spent toward
In tax relief?
No, you got it wrong. Not for the people, not for infrastructure, not with growing inflation, not with
Maybe to combat the new law being passed by Roe v. Wade.
Oh, you mean that SCOTUS leak that was not at all strategic to take your attention onto the midterm elections coming up and make you hate the Republicans, even though it's the Democrats that could, if they wanted to, end this shit right now today because they have the control in the House and the Senate? No, Josh, that's not at all.
So what did he get 33? Because I think did he do the big ask a few months ago, like a few days ago rather, end of April?
The big ask?
Yeah, he was like, yo, I need you guys just to give me some money, man.
Oh, that's pretty much
That's
how it
it.
went. That's how it went,
That's it.
And they were like, all right,
just a
Joe.
few bucks, man.
Only if you pay out Raython.
That's pocket change, man. That's
And
all it is.
Boeing, yeah.
It's coins, man.
Dude, right now, we're not going through
It's
like
coins.
the highest inflation ever. Gas prices are not at an all-time high. Let's go ahead and spend it on foreign soil to Raytheon and to, goddamn it, I just said it and I forgot
Boeing.
it. Boeing to feed the proxy war machine against Russia. So we're going to fund Ukraine. We're going to fund these war profiteering companies instead of taking care of, like my first political hero, Ron Paul, taught me we don't have to be the fucking world's police, okay? That was the first man that got me active. Bernie Sanders got me hopeful that we could all come together under an idea, under an umbrella for a better world. And then Trump showed me that running the country as a business with your best interests at heart are also all viable means of conducting yourself as a president. So
did he get that? So I'm confused because I'm not pulling up anything that has to do with that.
which one?
The Boeing thing.
What, Raytheon and Boeing that'll be receiving the $33 billion pledge, all of it going to the companies,
I didn't spell Raytheon right, so don't make fun of me.
and none to, there's Raytheon, but not to the people.
Look, I just typed that in, and the first thing that comes up is February 5th, 2021.
Oh, that was when they made the 2 precision spending bill or whatever the fuck. I guess this is the second half.
So I'm assuming in that 33 billion thing was kind of some type of
It was allegedly they were pushing it was under the guise of Ukrainian aid, but it's not.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, there it is.
But I'm sitting here wondering, we got one state representative, DeSantis, who's getting so much shit because he's just taking unpopular stances according to the mainstream media, but he's serving the people. He's serving his actual constituents. Love him or hate him, whether you got the D or the R in front of your name, you are benefiting from these fucking moves he's doing. Okay? The nonsensical title, Don't Say Gay bill that doesn't fucking exist is just preventing your children from hearing about sex from fucking strangers, teachers in pre-K, kindergarten, first, second, third grade. That's it. Okay? So he's fought against that. I don't know what's going on with the Disney thing. Okay, something about grooming. I don't know. But he's using money to help us, the taxpayer. So I'm comparing him, even though to Biden being in the higher office, larger playing field. Some might argue I'm doing apples to oranges here. No, I'm going to say, look, this Republican, by the way, I'm starting to think I might register as a Republican because of Rand Paul and DeSantis. I don't know anybody I support other than Bernie Sanders that's doing anything. And right now, the way the government seems, I don't want more government at anything. I don't have faith that they will have social programs that have been advocated for that will function correctly. So, no, I want less government, as little government as possible, because they make me fucking feel icky and dirty.
You know, and it does seem like a lot of things that get brought up by a one Mr. D, he kind of follows through on.
Yeah.
And we know right now
Constitutional carry, baby.
One of the big things going on in the country is Roe v. Wade. And Biden had a lot to say on that while he was running for president, even though maybe back in the day he was more for state rights, and people can change his mind. I really don't hate him for that, but I'm only literally bringing this up in a horrible segue so I can play one of my favorite Biden gaffes ever.
Oh, is it comparable to Obama's 2007? This is what Obama said. I'll do as a verbatim as I can. My first action as sitting president will be to codify or solidify Roe v. Wade and make pro-choice into law, into federal law, which constitutionalists could argue that, but that was his first promise. He got elected, and then he said, it's no longer on my first priority. Fooled you, didn't I? So here's Brother Biden.
This is his 2019 run in New Hampshire. Classic Biden gaffe, but this is him speaking on Roe v. Wade.
Josh, I apologize. I'm reading this one out loud to you because it's specifically to you, okay? I've never seen this one. The Loneliest Hermit says, what up, Josh? It's Matt from Betty Had to Boop. Evil E Studios, finally home to catch a live stream.
Evil E. Oh, yeah, what up, man?
There you go.
Hell to the yes. Welcome.
You making partners
my
behind
friend.
my back, motherfucker?
No, Evil E, bro. Evil. I've known Eric forever. And
you're not allowed to know any motherfuckers with an E in their name first.
Yes, there's Isams.
Shit.
Can we just
All right,
get
play
back
the
to making
Biden
fun of
gaffe.
Biden real quick?
Yeah, play the
because
thing.
this is amazing.
Okay.
In general,
Dog face pony
that's
sense?
a big, huge concern for me as a woman.
Well,
So
let
my
me-
question is, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, my thoughts are, I'll try to be brief and very pointed. Number one, Roe v. Wade's the law of the land. A woman has the right to choose that children. And if this court were to overrule Roe v. Wade, and I was president, I would make it legislatively I would push to make it legislatively.
You see what he did?
My fucking...
Well, my thoughts are, I'll try to be brief and very pointed. Number one, Roe v. Wade's the law of the land. A woman has the right to choose that children. And if this court were to overrule Roe v. Wade, and I was president, I would make it legislatively I would push to make it legislatively.
I just had 2 strokes in the entire sentence. Oh, good old... what is it with the Democrat? This is why I'm starting to fucking hate the Democratic Party more than ever, so much so that for the first time in my life, today years old, I am considering registering Republican because I have finally seen what you have, and I hate giving you this one, Josh. You have always fucking said, at least the GOP, the right, they're not fucking trying to hide what their agenda is. The Democrats are all about faking what they need to pander to the lowest common denominator and getting what they want at the end.
And let me further elaborate that. It's not that they aren't trying to hide necessarily. It's just that we already know.
We know what
we already know what it is.
We know what they want.
and
Less government, tax cuts, free enterprise, private marketing.
And my favorite analogy is walking by the person on the right. You're walking down the sidewalk and you see the person on the right side of the street.
The one you expect to be.
The one that you've walked by every day who's shooting up. They're scratching, they're itching. You can tell that they're, that there's something going on. But you've come to expect that walking by every day. Oh, there they are, not really, just, mind their own business, but still, fucking things up for you, trying to ask for money, blah, blah, blah. Not saying that's what the right does, but I'm just saying you're used to this person.
Just an analogy. Don't
You're
take
used
it
to
so
this
anal.
person. Yes. I could make a better analogy.
But we don't do that here.
But we don't do that here.
No.
Then you're walking by one day and you see this person on the left-hand side of you, and they reach out maybe to shake your hand, or they just reach out to do something.
He's in a suit. Let's say he's in a suit.
In a suit.
And he looks prim and proper, and you think you know what to expect.
Reaches out to shake your hand.
Yeah, and so I go in for the handshake.
And as he reaches out, his suit pulls back, and you see all these track marks running up his hand. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Are you okay? And they pull the shirt back down real quick, and they say, no. Look at the guy on the right. Look at the guy on the right. He's the one with the problem, not me.
Then he'll pick your pocket.
Yeah, and then
while you're looking at the guy on the right.
Yeah. And you're just like, in reality, you're like, yeah, no, I know he has... I know what's going on there. This is new to me. This is why I'm focused on this one.
Right. So, I mean, hey, we just did a fucking album right there, okay? Watch it drop fucking July 12th. I don't know how close we are to that one. But word, that's what I'm saying. I have finally learned that the DNC has completely lost my support. I don't know where to go. You know, the one person that has retained my respect, no matter what his indiscretions have been that people say over and over. Bernie Sanders, I still support. The squad, a bunch of shills. Nina Turner, AOC, Ilhan Omar, fuck them all. And I'll say it because it got so much traction in Voice of the People when somebody called them bitches. Like they are somehow fucking immune from scrutiny from anybody. I don't care if it's an outdated, antiquated term in woke culture. Them some bitches. Oh, and here's the fucking reason. That Rand Paul has kind of stole my heart. He's reminding me of his Papa Paul. About
what was the timestamp? Do you recall?
Okay, yeah, you want to bust right into Mark 3 minutes in, and he's getting to grill this guy that's forming a disinformation control committee.
Will 3 minutes set us up to the...
He's all right. So,
or should I go back a little bit?
Then, if you want to go to the question at hand, I'd say go to 1:30.
Okay, I think it might be proper to do that, and if we gotta speed up, we gotta speed up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. So yeah, right about there.
Let's see what's going on with this.
The difference, I guess, between your opinion and our opinion is that, as despicable as it is that CNN propagated this disinformation, I wouldn't shut them down. I wouldn't lecture them. I wouldn't put it on a government website that CNN's wrong for propagating disinformation. The problem you have is you're not even willing to admit, I mean, we can't even have an agreement on what the FBI said was disinformation. How do you propose that you're going to have an office of disinformation governance if you see the problem in even determining what is disinformation?
Oh, Senator, because...
This guy pivots hard.
Our work...
I don't want to do too long on this, but like...
I could tell you what he does right here.
I mean, like with what I'm going to say, like, what a stupid name for something. Like, it is totally... 1984 to call something
Orwellian
the Office of Disinformation.
Absolutely Orwellian.
Like not like the Office for Combating Disinformation.
Might as well call themselves the fact checkers of truth or for truth.
Yeah, just officers of douche.
So this guy makes a huge pivot and says, we're doing it for the cartels because they're putting information out there. When his whole point was how Russia stole the election originally. So now that he's being grilled, he changes his point entirely. I love yes, unspecified V, even if we agree to disagree about Bernie Sanders, okay?
How do you propose that you're going to have an office of disinformation governance if you see the problem in even determining what is disinformation?
Oh, Senator, because our work is not focused on disinformation writ large. Where we, the Department of Homeland Security, become involved is when there's a connectivity between disinformation and threats to the security of the homeland.
Well, that's what the Russians might be considered that. You mentioned the Russians the other day when you tried to pivot away from this being about censorship. But let's say it is the Russians. I know you're not going to ever agree that the Steele dossier, which y'all spent so much money on, was disinformation. But it was, and the FBI concluded. But let's just say there's an imaginary disinformation. You've discovered tomorrow Russian disinformation that's going to hurt our national security. And CNN's broadcasting it. What are you going to do?
Senator,
you're going to tell Putin, you shouldn't do this.
Senator,
what are you going to do? He gets a little offended here.
Let me explain what we do in the Department of Homeland Security.
What do you do, Mr. Baldman?
And frankly, what we've been doing for nearly 10 years across different administrations. The cartels propagate disinformation that Title 42 does not apply to a particular community.
How about GPS and all our phones?
I mean, and maybe you can kind of blame
Holy
Rand
shit,
Paul.
$20, Bitch Wong Fu. Thank you. I will always break out of any monologue to thank a supporter. Thank you, Bitch Wong Fu.
Well, that's what you should do if people
By
are donating.
God, of course.
Yeah, indubitably.
We're going to have to urinate tonight.
And just as any good politician does, and I would like to do the Elizabeth Warren thing after this too, after we do the Jim Acosta thing. But this guy is not answering the question. He's bringing up the cartels when, in fact, Ron Paul, and this is why I said, maybe you kind of give a little bit of, Rand Paul could have asked a little more of a direct question, because he kind of beat around the bush that he doesn't think that this man right here.
He's already saying, we don't think we know what you're fucking doing.
But he brought up the Steele dossier.
Yes,
he's saying
he did,
you
specifically.
think, even though that is misinformation, you don't think that. So it kind of gives this guy an out already.
Skip over
and
to 430.
out already to all of a sudden, transition into fucking the cartel.
Perhaps. And, he took his out. But 430 is the end quote that I found to be inspiring.
We're right there. So let's just, just for continuity's sake.
Of migrants from a particular country.
How are they
We
propagating
do,
this?
if I may, through social media. And what we do through U.S. Customs and Border Protection is actually communicate via social media and other channels that is false, that we do apply Title 42.
So let's say there's Russian disinformation as well. Are you going to take to social media and broadcast that people are broadcasting something incorrect about what do you think is Russian disinformation?
Senator, let me emphasize.
Well, you said the other day
this
Russians, and now you're saying not so much the Russians. You're saying
it's
the
a
cartel.
mischaracterization.
No, I'm not.
Here it is.
Senator, you're mischaracterizing my statement.
Then what are you going to do if there's Russian disinformation? You're going to broadcast something on social media?
Allow me to share when we become involved in the Department of Homeland Security.
During elections?
We become involved when disinformation poses a threat to the security of our country.
He's saying the same thing.
It is when there's a connectivity.
He's got a prompter
to
behind his eyelids.
A threat to our country. It could be a threat, a connectivity to violence. And what this
our tax dollars pay
what
these
this working
fuckers.
group does, is precisely what I would think you would want it to do, which
Nice
is
play.
to take a look at the disinformation work that our department has done.
Rand Paul's response is coming. The one that
Take a look at our disinformation work we've done. Almost talking about them participating in giving out disinformation.
that's the nail on the head that Rand Paul inevitably gets to.
Ask the following questions. Do we have policies? Do we have guardrails?
Shut
Do we
up.
have
Yeah, but here's
standards
the
to
problem.
ensure-
We
If I
can't
may,
even
this is
agree.
an
We can't even
extremely-
agree what disinformation is.
This is-
You
well-
can't even agree that it was disinformation, that the Russians fed information to the Steele dossier. If you can't agree to that, how are we ever going to come to an agreement on what is disinformation so you can police it on social media?
Senator, I have 2 points, if I may finish.
Fuck that. I'd like to skip over them to get to
number
his
one-
final words.
Hang on, let's just hear this.
That-
Okay.
What this office, what this working group does is
I
Thank
love
you
the fact he's
again.
stumbling over himself.
Thank you again, Steve Harloa, who I do believe has his own channel. Shoots, I'll add another 10 to my original 5. I love listening to you guys while I'm working. Much love
Damn,
and aloha.
Steve, thank you.
Thank you. That makes our hearts go aflutter. Thank you
It's
so
not
much.
an office. What this working group does is ensure that there are guardrails, definitions, standards to make sure that the free speech rights, the civil rights,
We're talking
civil
about people that
liberties,
get to
and
choose what's
privacy
true.
rights of individuals.
Privacy rights.
So
It's
not impinged.
do you think
Number
COVID
one.
do you think
And number
COVID do you think
two,
COVID
if I may,
disinformation threatens
you
our
for
national
shutting
security?
And number
Thank you.
two, if I may,
No,
Senator.
you can't finish.
And number two, is it your proposition that when the cartels spread disinformation with
We have this big cartel issue. We know the border issues and what comes with them, but he's
Hey,
really
can I
trying
ask
to
you a
pander
question?
and push this narrative.
Is the cartel pushing fentanyl? Where does fentanyl come from?
Oh, that's all local, baby.
No, but you know where fentanyl comes from. You know where a lot
Oh,
of
the
fentanyl,
opium.
synthetic
Yeah,
fentanyl
that's
is made.
Afghanistan made.
China.
China. Oh,
A
word.
lot of the synthetic
I didn't
fentanyl.
fucking know.
China.
Okay.
So we're concerned about the cartel. Yeah, a lot of these fentanyl overdoses
It's legal, by the way. Yeah. I mean, fentanyl is
coming
legally
from somewhere
acquired.
else. Not necessarily the illegal fentanyl that's acquired from outside of the country. You know what I mean? Like there are literally people who don't understand that you can knock off pills. Like people like in upstate New York in this little bubble, like people like someone just recently passed away from an Adderall that had fentanyl in it.
Yes, I'm aware.
And it's like that Adderall wasn't legally made, nor was that fentanyl more than likely legally bought. And, you know, that type of mental health drug addiction is really kind of pushed under the rug. But hey, disinformation on the cartels, like these people didn't have any information on fake Adderall and or fentanyl.
And he says they've been doing this for 10 fucking years.
But he's just like, but the cartel, like I guarantee you this person's drug situation had nothing to do with the cartel.
Yeah, no, guaranteed.
Cartel's kind of been, you know, SOL since they, you know, legalized marijuana and stuff like that. Now they're like, you know, making awesome avocados, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, have you ever had a cartel avocado?
Yeah, and you're right. Actually, I know they literally is a cartel for avocados, and they use intimidation.
Fucking delicious.
We had a senator that his life was threatened over a fucking avocado thing. Dude, it's serious shit.
Dude, listen, people need their healthy fats. And if you get in the way of me, the cartel, trying to deliver people their healthy fats, I'm going to cut your head off.
I mean,
Straight up.
It sounds logical and rational.
Well,
it's a perfectly logical.
I want you to live.
Yeah.
And if you don't do what I say, I don't want you to live.
Okay.
You should live.
Okay, Joe Biden.
Unless you go against
what you're
I'm trying to do, and then I don't want you to live.
Okay.
Yeah. Goodbye.
That's American politics.
Yeah. Hell yeah. America.
With respect to our immigration policies, to try to lure vulnerable migrants to our border illegally?
I think you've got no idea what
Here we go.
disinformation is, and I don't think the government's capable of it. Do you know who the greatest propagator of disinformation in the history of the world is? The U.S. government.
Yes!
Are you familiar with McNamara?
Boom!
The Pentagon Papers?
Boom!
Are you familiar with George W. Bush and the weapons of mass destruction?
Yellow cake!
Are you familiar with Iran?
I love yellow cake with chocolate icing.
I mean, think of all the
Syria.
debates and disputes we've had over the last 50 years in our country.
Thank you.
Here's what's douchey, though, is a guy in politics being like, it's us, man.
Hey,
and you're like,
it's not lost on me here.
well, stop it then.
It's so refreshing to hear it said. I don't know. Like, that's why somebody more famous than I has said, you know, a gaffe is when a politician tells the truth, because they're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And whether it was intentional or unintentional, it was absolutely the appropriate time to tell a man who's being funded by our tax dollars that he should have control over what's misinformation and what's truth and fact and whatnot.
And that person is 100% correct, because it's a politician's job to kind of echo what the people are feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like right now the people are feeling what he's saying so much that he has to go against his own, like,
his own creed.
his own, like, you know, I don't want
His own job description,
Rand
bro.
Paul's cool. I'm not trying to knock on Rand Paul. I'm just saying, like, well, not all the time.
There are
but
some things that I don't like.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm hearing more things, and I'm not
But
trying to pander to the right-wing demographic in our audience, and I know that there's mostly right-wing people here.
You have to give the shout out when the shout out is due, because
Yes.
like, when you're right, you're right. And we can't have that mentality that just because I don't agree with you and you say something right, you're still wrong. And that's a lot of the things that we face in this country, is because you don't agree with me. Anytime you say something right, you're still wrong.
Yeah, no. We have to escape that mentality if we're to have a hope in surviving as a country. We're going to keep on getting fractioned by populism. Like, this is my guy. You know, arguably, debatably, we could say that about people that love Trump so much, or that someone like me that loves Bernie so much. That's why you got to look at the policy more than the person forever and a day.
And like, that's why you got to get, got to get emotions out of it. You know, like
We have to speak logically.
if one side thinks they're doing something morally correct, how does the other side really do something? You know, let's just say people on the right really do think they're preventing babies from being murdered, right?
Yes.
As someone on the left, how do you argue that? How do you combat when they think that? And you know, in the same way,
Their most common arsenal is
somebody
to go into the
on
science.
the left is like, up only until a certain time do I think you can call it a baby. You know, unfortunately, I do think some of them have lost their way, and it's just like it's never a baby until it's born kind of thing. It's like, like it's a human, regardless of what it looks like kind of thing. Like
conception, heartbeat, brain.
I love that debate. I love the nuance of like, when does sentience begin? I love having that debate. I don't like having the you can never have an abortion and you can always have an abortion debate. I think the nuance and the truth does lie somewhere when both sides compromise. But when the issues are so polarizing, how does one compromise? Is this going to be one of those issues where you just can't compromise on it because it is so polarizing? And if you can't, is this one of those issues that leads to the something bigger?
Well, I mean, here's what we're facing in terms of the facts of the SCOTUS leak, which, again, first time in American history. That should pique everybody's eyebrow. That should be a shining red flag. The people that are out there... You should be more concerned
about the women's rights, man.
Right, out of the fucking blue, right? With nobody's looking at inflation and the gas prices anymore.
I meant over the SCOTUS leak, though. Like, over the idea that, one of the institutions was kind of, cracked apart for the first time, but then they're like, well, they shouldn't have said the thing that we didn't want to hear, man. It's just like, well, can we separate the two and be like, the abortion and the Roe v. Wade argument kind of needs to be separate from the SCOTUS leak argument? And you can't say, well, it should have been leaked because it wasn't the opinion I want to hear. Can we just say, okay, should something be leaked of that nature? Should they be allowed to have this open dialogue between themselves without feeling pressure? That's the whole point of the court.
Yeah, right. It violates, the core of our Constitution when there's a leak like this. So there's a bigger issue at play here. And look, I'm not making a claim. I'm just going to say something because it'd be disingenuous if I didn't. I'm sure some people will get on my ass for this. But the timing, okay, and I don't have the facts to make this a fucking big old conspiracy, but the timing, 2,000 Mules, that movie, did come out.
You mean 2,000 Fools, man. Yeah, dude.
Actually, more than that. But 2,000, you tried that joke earlier. Didn't work. No,
not live, though.
2,000 Mules comes out, and then this was the breaking news, I think, the morning of. Like, I spoke to CanCon. He told me during the premiere, and Fox News couldn't play anything of 2,000 Mules because their lawyers wouldn't allow it. So, I don't know. Timing.
Because it breaks those, those words you can't say. Like, we're back in George Carlin's area of 7 words you can't say on TV. And, the E word and fraud with the E word is all part of those. We're back in that kind of. But, right now, the other side has a monopoly on the things you can't say.
Right now, the monopoly,
switches.
The House and the Senate are in full control. And if they really were impassioned about their
they're doing
constituency.
Right?
Yeah, look,
they're making a difference.
The midterm elections, they're doing something. Yeah,
no,
yeah, they're ensuring that this hotbed issue that definitely successfully divides the left and the right will be in full swing for the midterm elections. Where who's going to benefit the most? Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, everybody, and all of those fucking cronies and shills and the lobbyists that give them big old fucking paychecks. The illusion of democracy is alive. Real democracy, I don't know where it's gone. Let me know when you find it.
Let me bring this up for you. Let me see if you've seen this.
Hi, Independent. It's refreshing to see you.
Indeed.
I'm so glad you're here. Really, truly, I am. I hope you saw some of those videos I did on that other channel. That is not my ambition, Progressive Patriot.
You have to plug the other channel. I would like to get you to 100
yeah, so I can name
subs.
It. And also, please do sub to, I see Unspecified V is putting Steve Harloa's channel in the chat. And Steve's wife, Nina, please go ahead and sub. Click the link and sub. Show support. We are a family here. Stuck chat, stuck fans, supporters, haters, whatever. You don't surrender your voice, you're stuck family. Thank you, Ducks, as well. You've never backed down from supporting us. Thank you, Bert, for just being grandfathered in. It doesn't matter that you don't plug shit. I just like seeing your fucking name blue. How about that?
Have you seen this picture?
Elon Musk? I've seen it before.
Elon retweeted this, or tweeted this picture. Let me bring it up on the screen over here. And I like, because we're talking about that and, how the left has, changed.
Right now, I look
check this out.
At our two parties as two right-wing parties.
What do you think about that picture?
Okay, woke, progressive, far to the left, calling somebody a bigot, and then we have the center. And
but look, 2008, you have the left,
I'm starting at 2021.
Right.
Okay, so yeah. When it seemed like a more sane world, I guess. The left and the center were known to be a little more close. Yeah. my fellow liberal, then me, somewhere moderately left, and then conservative, which was known to be far right on the spectrum. You go a tier down to 2012. We got that center.
Look how the center
more
moves.
in the center.
Right. As the left moves more left, and the right, for the most part,
Stayed right where they are.
tell me what they've changed.
Nothing.
We still think they're just as crazy.
Yeah.
And I love you all. I'm just as crazy with you.
We're all fucking crazy. There is no normal. Okay.
Small government, here I come. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
That's where I've been pushed. I've originally been an advocate of more social programs to help people in need, but now looking at the government doing what they do, no, none of that.
And as the left moves, they drag the center with it, and eventually,
Look at that. You find yourself like me. I feel like I'm in that fucking picture, that I'm being pushed because the center and the left are moving too far left. And I already, literally today, I said, I think I might register as a Republican. Never thought in my fucking days would I. There's videos, if you go through my old YouTube channel,
Yeah, I know.
where I'm like frothing at the mouth about Trump and his rallies. Like, I was scared. And then look at me come around, which was a very organic evolution on this show. Like, the mainstream media is lying like every time about this guy, and I had to do the research because of the show. So, yeah, man, shit's cray, Bray. I don't know what a Bray is, man.
But you're Ray, Bray.
Thanks for saving me, man.
Got you, Bray.
Woo!
We're sticking with craziness. Did you see Elizabeth Warren on The View? And I think when you go on The View, you're thinking
Chicken heads.
This is gonna be a breeze. I got this. This is a piece of cake.
Especially if you're Elizabeth Warren. You're a woman that said she's Cherokee and
Cherokee people.
ran as a progressive and totally fucking stuck a knife into Bernie Sanders' back.
Cherokee pride.
Oh yeah.
So I want to switch
proud
gears.
to live. So proud,
to be a Cherokee.
Yeah, and I'm proud to be in Cherokee.
That's not
where at least I know my TP.
And my land was.
And don't forget the men who.
Diapers that Eli and Josh will wear.
Hello.
I am.
Yeah, I am Running Bull.
Yes.
I will not forget TP.
Okay, very good. All right, play the fucking.
Do you think the Indians ran on a TP during COVID?
No, I see what you did there.
I think that's a first. That's a first. Has anybody made the TP Indian joke during COVID? I don't think so.
Do we know any Indians?
There could be
you know
a better
any
one,
personal Indian friends?
I do. We do.
We do.
We know one. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I don't mean any offense.
That makes me like 2% Cherokee. Elizabeth Warren, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it's her. Yeah.
Okay.
That's who we know.
All right.
No, we know one, man. She used to be a mod. Come on, man. You don't remember this shit?
Brand, man. Mod?
Yeah, used to be a mod for us.
Used to be?
On Voice of the People.
Oh, wait. Don't we? Oh, yeah. Fast Horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
not even that one, too.
Because I have her nude still. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. I knew. I made my decision to say that out loud. She's also Indian. We know too.
We know too.
We're more Indian than fucking Elizabeth Warren.
We know too. Hey, how are you? We know too.
Ariel.
Sorry.
I just said the name because we named whatever.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to tell you to watch this episode for this segment. And Fast Horse, I didn't say your first name.
Quick, make fun of white people.
I still got your nudes.
Hey, do you have any mayonnaise I can put on my chicken that has no seasoning?
Shut up, you jive cracker, you.
Whoa! You can offend me with all those words.
Ruin my day?
Hey. Ruin my day. I'm easily offended.
Called me a cracker.
Yeah. Ruin my day.
Hey, yo.
Shout out Louis C.K.
Okay.
Okay. Elizabeth Warren, blindsided on The View. Who saw that coming? You should have had a good view of it.
Ooh. Damn, you're coming out with a vengeance. I am emasculated again.
Okay.
Force them to care.
And by the way,
she was ready to turn on the fucking tear ducts, by the way.
What was she talking about?
She was talking about Roe v. Wade, and then she got hit with this.
So she was all like,
she was ready to turn the waterworks.
It's all about the choice. It's
Yes.
all about the choice. Should men have the choice then to abort payments? If you're all about the choice.
If the woman wants, I don't know. It's gonna get
If
too
the woman
complicated.
wants it, since she's allowed to,
This is where Josh gets me, guys. Okay, we have debates all the times, and it has gotten heated. I remember in the past, I felt like I was getting fucking jumped when I was saying I support Antifa, and I was like, "There's so many factions." This guy will just pick at you until you're like, "Okay, maybe there's a layer I didn't consider."
Okay, maybe that part I don't support.
Props to you. Yeah, I fucking Antifa at this point.
But I didn't know who she is. She's awesome. Miss Blue.
Yeah.
Whoever Miss Blue is. I didn't know. I don't.
Is that Lizzo?
Little do you know, I don't actually watch The View. I just find Twitter
Shut
videos.
up, bitch.
I don't.
We watch it all the time. I TiVo it.
I knew it.
Okay.
So she gets blindsided by Miss Blue here, Elizabeth Warren. She's like, I'm just getting set up all these T-ball home runs. And then she throws a fastball like a fucking MLB pro.
So I want to switch gears a little bit to student loans. I mean, you've been fiercely advocating for the president to cancel student loan debts, but really only 13%.
She's so happy there. Yeah. No, I was. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What else you have to ask?
Debts, but really only 13% of Americans even have federal student loan debt. So is this really the best way to reach most voters? And also, what do you say to someone like me who worked 2 jobs for a decade to pay off all their student loans, just finished? Where do I sign up for reimbursement?
She's sucking her teeth there. She bared her teeth like a donkey.
Can I go to the bathroom?
No, she's thinking, you bitch.
Yeah, I want to murder you.
I was about to get everybody on their emotions with Roe v. Wade.
She's kind of right.
13%. I didn't know it was that. So, I mean, I still am with, forgive student
And then
debt.
out of that 13%, 40% didn't get a diploma, as we will soon find out. So why does the other 87% have to then be like, you know what? You're right. That was your mistake.
I've never been in that fucking position.
It's all on us. No problem.
So, okay, I got a question that you will like, perhaps, since you know how I like to say with the whole Roe v. Wade thing, hey, man, it's the woman's choice, right? And you hate that.
Yeah.
So,
I hate it because we can't have it.
Well, we can't have an opinion?
Today, I am gender fluid, so I identify as a woman, and I'm allowed to have a choice today.
Oh, convenient.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Indeed.
So
ask me anything.
So the question that I'm thinking is, because I've never had to pay off a school debt, anything, my prepaid college tuition money went to bonding me out of jail for a long time. And so I never had to pay. Calling my dad with that one in the morning was great.
No, but seriously, ask me a question about abortion, because I'm a woman now. Watch. Ask me.
I mean, do you believe that a man should be making a decision?
Fuck no! It's a woman's right to choose, you fucking idiot.
I mean,
God
lady, I'm just saying, is it okay if men...
No, it's not okay.
We need to talk about it.
It's a woman's right to choose, you beast.
It is, but men need to also sit around and make legislation. I know it's not a good look. I mean, we need your voice, too, but you can't just tell us to shut up, lady. See, I'm playing you, and you're
playing
me.
What are you, a Josh right now? God.
Oh, it felt gross, dude. I need a shower.
Didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
You can't use my shower. I have to clean up there.
No, I got to pee.
So let's start out with who has student loans today.
13% of people. She said that.
She did just
She
say that.
said who had that.
I think 13%, right?
Yeah,
we did hear it. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Tail the tape. Tail of the tape.
Pepperidge Farms.
Someone like me who worked 2 jobs. I mean, you've been fiercely advocating for the president to cancel student loan debts.
+1.
But really, only 13% of Americans even have federal student loan debt. So is this really the best way to reach most voters? And also, what do you say to someone like me who worked 2 jobs for a decade to pay off all their student loans, just finished? Where do I sign up for reimbursement?
You're a woman of color.
Let's start out with who has student loans today.
Okay.
13%.
About 40% of the folks with student loans don't have a college diploma.
So that's like if 13% had loans, 40% of 13 is like, like maybe like 6.
See, this is uncomfortable because I do want
5%.
student debt forgiveness, but I've never had to pay that shit, so it's convenient. But that's a weird mathematical equation. 13%, so 40% of 13%.
What's funny is like she's like, let's forgive them.
Yeah.
But so then the same people who supply the loans still get their money back. Like the problem goes back to banks.
What's the root? What is the root of the issue?
Who would never give a motherfucker who's 18 years old any other type of loan. With a fucking business loan, you got to be planned out. You got to give them your business plan.
You got to take plan
Here's
B.
what we do. We got to take plan B. You got to be all like, I ain't having a kid in a while. You got to do all that stuff.
Right.
With the school loan, they're like, take it. You're fine.
So the schools are doing the lending? This is federally funded, so this is taxpayer funded. Is that correct?
It's not the schools. The school, like Sally Mae, Fannie Mae, like your federally backed loan centers.
Okay.
Will get reimbursed via the government.
Is it a predatory system at hand?
What other bank would give you
They're taking
money
advantage
at
of
18
this.
years old?
Yeah, none. Right, as you stipulated.
So if possibly you nip that in the butt, and the banks would only, give you X amount of money, you could bring down school prices because the schools aren't like, let's be honest, some of these prices they're charging because they know they can get that much.
Oh, of course.
Not because it's worth that much. And if you think that, then you're being finagled by that.
See, I've never known how to get around the argument where people are mostly bitter that they've had to pay it their own way, but I know people that are our age that are still flooding in debt.
Imagine 1 week after you've spent 20 years to repay your student loans. 1 week after that, they forgave everyone else's.
I would imagine feeling a little twisted. That would create quite a psychological burn.
And I don't know her name, but Miss Blue Shirt asked, where can I sign up for that?
Yeah.
Her question's never going to be answered.
No.
Because there is no answer, because we're not going to pay
There's
you
no
back.
one answer fits all for this.
Or we're not going to give anybody loan forgiveness. We're just going to keep talking about it to get people riled up about we deserve this and we deserve maybe you do.
Obama and Biden did about freedom of choice, but then said it's not really a priority. We're going to keep on talking about big issues to keep the voters' attention, but never bring it up again.
Or they maybe keep referencing it how it is a priority, but don't act on it. Actions speak louder than words.
That's the political chess match that we've been watching for fucking decades.
And for them in politics, it's the opposite. Words speak larger than actions.
They're folks who tried.
Yeah.
They're folks who tried and life happened. Pregnancies, they were already working 2 jobs.
Pregnancies? I thought abortions
Whoa,
were allowed.
whoa,
What's
whoa,
going on here? I thought
wait.
they could get why is pregnancy coming in the way?
No, we got to conflate all the issues so I can have a better answer.
Yeah, I thought they could get abortions, though. Why is this coming in the way? I thought that's the whole point of to continue school is to get that abortion.
If anything, she just made Roe v. Wade look a little bad there.
Yeah, well, maybe looked not effective enough.
Okay.
Pregnancies, they were already working 2 jobs and lost one of them. Mom got sick, family had to move somewhere else.
Dude, she's literally like, I was pregnant and I had 2 jobs and I lost one of them and my mother had to move us somewhere else. What the fuck are you talking about, Elizabeth Warren?
This is okay. You know what? I knew watching this with you that I'd have a different perspective entirely.
Happened. Pregnancies, they were already working 2 jobs and lost one of them. Mom got sick, family had to move somewhere else. And now they earn what a high school grad earns, and they're trying to pay off college-level debt, and it is crushing their bones.
Crushing their bones, that's good. Let's a round of applause for the crushing of the bones there with the... So a good point made, too. Nobody forced anybody to take out fucking loans. I can't...
And they didn't. But, nobody also forces people to take accountability for themselves, man.
There's the
a
big
lot
one.
of these things, these issues between right and left go back to accountability. Am I accountable or is somebody else accountable?
Yeah, these are the questions that
Abortion. What's the other one we're talking about?
I mean,
student loans.
Yeah, these are all encompassing. It comes down to decisions that are made, and then...
And by no means am I saying... you're supposed to. I'm saying the divide comes between who is accountable and who isn't.
Right. I don't think I know any women personally that use abortions as contraception. I've had hearsay anecdotes, but yeah, these are just factoids that fly in my mind.
They also may not be talked about either.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
it's not necessarily something you talk about.
You don't go, hey, it's our first date. I've had 8 abortions. How you doing there? I got some lips down here for you.
Normally, I know what I can say is every girl who has had one that I've known is very bummed out about.
Yes,
they don't. So it goes in the way of your argument, but I don't know if that's anecdotal, but I do know that most of them are just like fuck.
Yeah, it's never. I have yet
but
to
why
see.
Why would you feel like that if it wasn't a human? I don't know.
And like playing Last of Us 2 again, when a character kills a pregnant woman and she's horrified, it makes her the character's death even more horrifying because she was pregnant. But
because it had a second thing in there.
There's another.
But this is where
sentience
and far along that was like popping almost.
Yes.
So That's where that whole argument, like, why can't we come to some type of middle ground on this argument where it's like
that doesn't serve the powers that be, Josh.
Well, guess
Divide
what
and
though?
conquer.
It should serve us. We should say fuck the powers that be and be like, if at the third trimester maybe there needs to be a stipulation where it's incest, it's a medical necessity, like all those stipulations need to come into play. Then you come into the first and second trimester and it's like it can be more elective. Fuck it. Like seriously, fuck it. We are overpopulated, so it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Send them to Japan. They have a low ass birth rate, man.
But in the third trimester, dude, there's a lot of people who want to adopt. Doesn't mean I'm one of them or you are or they are, but when you look at the amount of people out there on waiting lists and waiting to do that.
Sorry, the Daily Show just did something with that.
Yeah, but they went to protesters.
To the protest. How many children have you adopted?
Okay, did he go to the lists on people on waiting lists for adopt?
No.
Right,
Fuck
so
no,
of course. Right.
They're painting their
get
picture.
I get it. Right.
Yeah, it just came to mind.
Did you go and the same thing can be said for people who did you have an abortion? No, I have 2 kids. Did you have no? I have
Yeah.
Kids. So like it's the same concept. Like a lot of people stand up for a cause. They don't necessarily
right. They are not personally affected, but they have personal
views
stake,
on it. Right,
views,
right. So
opinions that we're allowed to have.
I think that's a cheap shot. The Daily Show. That's just a cheap shot. Yeah. It's unfair because. Again, like I just said, you could do the same thing.
They could have done it fairly. They could have done that skip both ways.
Oh, you're pro-abortion? Yeah. Did you have one? Well, no. I had both my kids or something. It's like they could have easily done that side and been like, "Fuck, we're in a stalemate," but they don't.
The power of the media's perspective narrative. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So fuck it. I don't know if Elizabeth Warren says anything else special. Let's give us 5 seconds.
Elizabeth Warren saying something else special. This lady's full of
Keep
gems.
in mind that of those who have student loan debt, more than half have negative wealth. They don't have any wealth.
And they're older also. A lot of them are over 50, I was reading.
You know that right now there are tens of thousands of people who are living on Social Security who are having their
garnished.
Their Social Security checks.
I do know some of these people.
Why did the bank loan to people so young who they knew? Like, if you look at bank and every other fucking thing, they say, people this age, like, you don't loan to. It's something you just don't do. They're young. They don't know what they're doing. They don't hold down full-time jobs. But why would they then in turn? Because they are backed by the federal government. So instead of just loan forgiveness, we take that part out of the equation. So maybe, you know what? Here's what I'm for. We nip that in the butt, and then we find a way to help everyone else out who was affected by it. And then we move on. And then we don't have to worry about future generations getting fucked over by this because we've nipped that in the butt and we've helped out. What do you? How far back do you go? Though
it sounds more practical, but yeah,
how far back do you go?
That's a huge issue. And another hot button emotional thing: reparations for.
This is why they don't make moves on it.
Right. It's very clever to talk about. Gets your attention. It gets you riled up, and it makes you want to vote for them. But will anything ever be fucking done? No, because they're the party of fucking smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Garnished to pay student loans. Yeah. And so this, for me, is a question of fairness. There was a time in America when we invested in
13%.
For 40% of 13% and only people now, not everyone else. Like there's more people probably who have gone to college than they are who are in college right now. Think of it like that. So how is this a question of fairness? They're not giving you the full side. It's not the full thing. It's just hot button talking points.
No, you can't get the full side.
That gets the echo chamber riled up.
And they are going.
She's saying the things I want to hear. But how is it fair? Well, it's fair for those who get affected by it. But what about, well, it doesn't matter. What? So they don't want it? So just because they didn't have it, nobody can have it?
This is why you got to.
Well, that's not that either, though.
I didn't. You know what? Kudos to Blue Shirt Lady. I didn't know it was such a low percentage either.
Public colleges and universities. That's how I could go to a college that costs $50 a semester, pay for it on part-time jobs. But today that option is not out there for our young people. So this is about saying, look, it's tough. We understand that. We want to invest in you. We want to invest in your getting an education.
Senator, we have less than 2 minutes, and I want to ask you a question.
We want to invest in you getting an education so we can keep paying the people who are demanding a amount of money. When you forgive those loans, you're still giving the people you don't want to give money. Stop lying to us. Yeah, you're helping us out,
it would mean
but you're still helping them out. They're still getting compensated for the loans they put out. The big banks, all the big things you're not trying to do. just people are so, they just love emotion. They love hot button topics. They'll get sidetracked by all the pretty words you say. Hey, how are you, Chief? Because she's Indian, right? Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, totally.
Pocahontas. She's great.
Yeah.
I love her.
I know. Got me thinking. I mean, look, I cannot lie to the audience or to myself or to you. I'm still for fucking student loan forgiveness because by proxy, I know a lot of people suffering. I don't know. I thought it was larger than 13%, though, but I'm in for a practical start.
So how much you want to forgive?
Yeah, you know.
What's practical? What's the practical start?
I cannot.
But then how can you be for
the idea.
it? Right. But how could the ideas swell? Sometimes there's great ideas, but how do you it's how can it be practical? The idea, sometimes it is the thought that counts, and that's what you want to do, and that's fantastic. And you have to give yourself credit for that.
It would have to be laid out to
How
me.
can you make it practical?
Yeah, I can't sit here and articulate legislation.
So you can be for the idea, but you also can understand that.
But I need a full spectrum of understanding before I'd vote for it.
Yeah, and
I wouldn't just
it
go
had
for
to be
the idea.
practical. It would have to incorporate.
That's why I'm using the word because of the breakdown of nuance that you've introduced to conversation.
But it's there because there's 330 million of us.
Yeah.
And we all account for that level of nuance.
Correct.
We are not black and white. We're black, a little less black, a little less black.
I don't know why you're making this racist.
Little more
I mean,
gray.
this didn't have to
Well, I'm
be
going through
racist.
all the colors. Eventually I'll get a little more purple, a little more blue, a little more red, a little more, brown, whatever comes after that.
Okay.
Pink. Trying to go through all the colors there.
Purple-headed yogurt slinger.
You know we don't have any people. Pink, purple people.
Pink,
come on.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm throwing you off.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Hey, brothers. What's up, Garrett?
We got to do the Acosta thing real quick.
Oh, yeah.
and
This is funny, and then we're going to wrap it up. I've been
play a
holding
video
in.
or two.
This has been like Titanic Part 2, because the first one, I watched it in the theater, 7th grade, with my uncle. Had to pee through the whole fucking thing. Most painful process of watching a movie ever. I've had to pee from the beginning, and you know what? Buddha ain't helping me with that one.
It's funny you bring that up because I too have to pee, but I've named a complete
spell I cup.
I see you pee. No, since I saw the Titanic in theaters, I've called a certain type of piss to this day the Titanic piss.
Oh, really?
Because I was that years old when I was like, I didn't know you could piss for this long. I held it, and we were like,
You too?
Yeah, remember you had during the intermission and stuff like that? It was in 2 parts, intermission.
Yeah, but I was in a theater. There was no intermission.
Yes, there was.
Not in my
You
theater.
went to a horrible theater. Because it was a 3 or 4 hour movie.
we sat through that shit.
Yeah, we had an intermission.
That's crazy.
And I did not use the intermission.
Did you have your adult diaper?
I did not, because I was a little kid.
Oh, damn it.
Everything was working fine down there.
Did we just become best friends because we were both Titanic peers?
We've been
But you had an intermission, and I didn't. Sad. See, now I'm mad. I
Yes,
feel like
no,
the people
I-
that had
I-
student loan forgiveness, and because you had intermission, I didn't. Now I see
I had
what
intermission
they feel like.
forgiveness, but I didn't take advantage of it.
Oh, well.
So, but it's a good thing I didn't, because to this day,
You call it Titanic.
I have something called the Titanic piss,
Which
where
is-
you're just like, this ain't stopping, is it?
No, it's not.
It gonna keep coming.
My balls are swelling.
Maybe keep that stuff to yourself.
My urethra.
Let's go to Jim Acosta thing.
Do I have a urethra?
Are we familiar with Jim Acosta? Do you know Jim Acosta?
Yeah, he was there for the things that happened everywhere. What's the last thing he did before this?
I'll pull that up for you.
He's a reporter, right?
He's a reporter. He's a CNN guy. He was a guy in, I think he was CNN's White House correspondent, always giving Trump a hard time.
Oh, he's the punk bitch.
Listen, Jim, I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, he used to really get a
Not a
fucking
fan.
Woody for himself, which I think this post is a reflection of this man's make-believe world where he is, I don't know, the center of the universe, and really cheesy endings to movies really happen.
He's just a douche canoe.
This is douche canoe material.
Yeah. So we've seen tweets like this before, and we will show proof of that, but let's go ahead and look at Mr. Jim Acosta's tweet. Ran into an Afghan refugee. How would you know that? In the elevator today. He was delivering groceries. Didn't know which buttons to push, so I helped. How do you know which buttons to push if he didn't? Anyways.
Yeah, that's a weird plot hole.
Isn't it? Must have been new. As he got off the elevator, he thanked me and said, "I am Afghan." And I said, "Good luck and welcome to America." He smiled, and I was like, he's on his way.
So
where is he on his way to? Didn't know where he's fucking going, Jim.
The American dream. Well, don't call me live, person. Dude, it reminds me of the Mean Joe Green commercial that I was too young for, where he's like, "Hey, Mean Joe." He's like, "Hey, kid," and he throws the shirt, and he gave him that look. Jim Acosta looked at this man. He's like, "I know he's from Afghanistan. I know which button he needs to press, and I know this is probably his first day in America. This man's on his way."
Yeah, like, listen. There's so many things. If it's your first day in America, you don't have a driver's license. You're not delivering groceries, okay? Number two, if you are delivering groceries, you probably know how fast you're going. You probably passed basic math. How do you not know which button to push? I don't understand these buttons. I don't know why he's African, but I'm trying to get the Afghan accent down. I forget what it is.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
There you go.
There's so many plot holes.
I heard
here.
there was a very accurate representing graph of this actual occurrence. Look at the retweets, man. How many people actually bought this shit at 11:04 p.m.?
Yeah, there was a
who does this shit at 11:04 fucking p.m.?
A narcissist.
That's what that is.
A guy who's like, I'm gonna let the world, like someone who overly exaggerated what happened here. Like someone who, like, he bumped into a guy who looked Middle Eastern, right? And when I mean bumped, I mean he physically bumped into a guy because he was too busy up his own ass. He's like, "Oh shit, what is this guy doing here?" And this guy was like looking at him sideways because he was just delivering some Uber Eats. And Jim was there projecting because he had forgotten where he was going.
No, Jim was busy singing his Jim song.
And he
Jim
bumped
was a
into the
White
guy.
House correspondent.
Hey,
Trump didn't like me.
And he bumps into the Afghan guy, projects onto the Afghan guy that he doesn't know where he's going.
Yeah.
When it's, in fact, Jim forgot.
This is your first time in America, isn't it?
Yeah, Jim's like, I forgot I'm going to the lobby. He was going to the lobby. Mr. Driver knew exactly where he was going. But Jim, his interaction was like, I just helped this man figure out where he was going.
Yeah.
Look at my good fucking deed for the day.
I'm such a good man. It's like Patrick Bateman watching himself
he
have
starts
sex.
touching himself.
Yeah. Oh, the foliage.
There is a graph. People did a graph on Twitter and
very important study. Think tanks came
how
together.
much was this believed?
Yes. So
we have the graph right here.
Directly from our scientists.
Did this happen? Blue means no, and yellow means
no, but in yellow.
Okay,
that's accurate.
So that's that's at least 95% no and 5% no, but in yellow. So
okay,
you got a lot.
Okay,
you're good.
Yeah, no, that's
safe to say. Everything's okay here.
Okay, good. You know,
very much reminiscent. Let's see if I can find that picture.
Are you pulling a segue on me when I gotta go empty my urethra?
Nope. Okay, we go. Very much reminiscent to this tweet.
Oh no.
Do you remember this tweet?
This is such bullshit.
Can you read this?
Okay, so Alexandra here says, just told my 10-year-old daughter about hashtag Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She had tears in her eyes, and then she did the Wakanda pose and said, Ruthkanda forever, which is the sort of pop culture crossover that I can celebrate. Are you fucking kidding me? What in the fucking clout fakery bullshit pandering white knighting nonsense is this? This is why I don't like Democrats.
You know what's funny is the same people who got together and did the graph for the Jim Acosta. They got together and did the graph for this tweet. Let me
the
pull
same
that.
institute of Stuck in the Middle Studios?
Yep, they got together and did this tweet.
Okay.
And it's just about the same. It looks like 95% no, and then the other 5% is
no, but in yellow.
So good, 95% no, and the other 5% is no, but in yellow.
Okay.
So
okay, yeah.
A lot of people think it definitely didn't happen.
I mean,
I'm one of them. I mean, come on, Jim
Acosta.
What are you doing?
Come on, we're in 2022. You think we got honest politicians? We got honest journalists.
I mean, could you imagine the fucking Uber driver when a white asshole looks at you and goes, good luck and welcome to America. And you're like,
and when you do that in New York, you get shot in the fucking face.
I've been here for over 10 years. How dare you? Fuck you.
I have grandchildren that were born here, you motherfucker.
Bro, How dare you?
I'm
He's
gonna
just like broken.
Please, Fred, don't be insulted. I know you don't mind that I say
You
your
have to
name.
say his name.
Yeah, I do. Fred
Okay.
at Tubby's. I'm gonna share this fucking Jim Acosta story with him and ask him how many Americans have said, "Hey, welcome to America. You're gonna make it, pal." After he's put blood, sweat, and tears in this country, working at a liquor store for 20 fucking plus years.
Like, one of the good ones, huh? Fuck you. Fuck you.
All right, I'm gonna wrap Buddha beads around my
Yeah,
my
let's
penis.
we'll play a funny video or two and get the funny out of here.
What's up, Scott?
We played that one.
What's up? You're my bitch now.
So
what's up, T96? And
we got some body cam footage to play tomorrow. We'll get through.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you tell me to hold tonight?
Some entertainment stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
We'll do some entertainment stuff on tomorrow.
Some visually, aesthetically pleasing stuff for the peoples.
We'll do fat phobic. A licensed therapist explains why losing weight is fat phobic.
I love fat phobia.
That'll be fun.
That's
always
my new.
fun.
That's
yeah.
my new thing.
Yeah, we like that one. Let's see here. Okay, here we go.
We're gonna eat some avocados.
This is one of those things to me that is an example of both can be true at the same time.
This day and age.
This day and age. This day and age.
I mean, it's always two sides of the coin, one or the other. You're saying two?
I'm saying
two things correct at the same fucking time. Are you mad?
They tried to delete it on me. It ain't gonna happen.
They would. Meanwhile, our phones are being geographed and tracked. By the way, 2,000 mules.
Ain't gonna happen. We got this thing on
300,000 apps are available, and they sell your data to brokers.
Boom, 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 bam, boom. Okay, and we gotta now Reddit just fucked me over. Now I gotta download the video. Real
And
quick.
shout out to I'm stalling for you. Shout out to CanCon, by the way.
Then you won't
did
have your mask
amazing
on.
coverage of 2,000 mules, and hopefully Josh will be able to finish it tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it. As well.
CanCon's whole he's been talking about
His life has been about this moment.
Yeah, but before this movie even had came out, you know what I mean?
He was talking about the shit that's in this movie.
This ain't fucking news to him whatsoever.
No, I think he was in the panel part of the fucking movie. He was right behind Anish D'Souza the whole time. Where the fuck you going? What is it? We're gonna watch Batman now?
Of course.
Then you won't have your mask on.
Of course, I lost it. It's just being a fucking.
Oh, everybody pay close attention to Josh's facial muscles when he gets frustrated when things don't work properly.
It's just annoying. That's all.
This is
trying to pull up a video.
It's a real emotion now.
Yeah.
Okay. Watch every bit. Make him self-conscious.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Anywho, typical rent-a-cop.
Okay.
But also, typical douchebag recording a typical rent-a-cop. Who's more in the right here? You tell me.
Then you won't have your mask on.
Why are you arguing with me?
Why are you telling? Why are you?
Do you have an appointment here today?
Why are you telling me to put my mask on when you don't have your mask on, sir? How dare you?
Oh God!
How dare you?
Got Mel Karen.
Look how scared he is.
Yeah,
the guy gets up.
Look at, you're not behind. Oh, you're not behind your screen, buddy.
Oh!
Put it on.
That's right,
Put it on.
outside. Stay out of the building.
Whoa. Whoa.
You want to fuck with me, buddy?
Battery.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Help! Hey, lady! Lady!
What's the
He's hurting me!
Dude, literally, he says, "Oh, you want to fuck with me, buddy?"
You want to fuck with me, buddy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, right there.
Help! Hey, lady!
You don't.
Lady!
How do you
He's hurting
segue
me.
from I'm gonna be
Now we got
tough
someone
to?
watching me. Fuck you! Help me!
Oh,
Help
fuck.
me! He's threatening me! I'm doing
I don't like
nothing.
how he pronounced threatening. He's threatening me.
This is why we have abortions, people.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh
Both of these men could have been aborted. It'd have been better for life.
Yeah,
I mean,
the world would spin. all the same.
I've ran into many of condo security hotel people who do this same exact thing. You need to put your mask on, and they don't have a mask on, and it's just the most frustrating
it's so
thing ever.
fucking dead in the water here in lovely Florida that people,
But people still do it.
It's bizarre to me, but to each their own. This is where your body, your choice. You want to wear the mask, fucking fine. Nobody freaks out at me anymore. I like where we're at right now, but family in Jersey and the liberal state, the blue state, they're like, I can't believe you're risking your life every day.
Yeah, it's like
come on, Uncle.
I'm not.
Relax. I haven't gotten it yet.
Put it on!
That's right,
Put it on!
Stay out of the building.
That was an intimate look.
Fuck with me, buddy?
They were gonna kiss.
You want to fuck with me, buddy?
Why? Yes, I do.
Help! Hey, lady! Lady! He's hurting me!
What the
Bitch,
fuck?
now we got someone watching me. Fuck you. Help me!
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, it really is because he was acting like that.
Me!
He's threatening me.
I gotta enunciate my words very carefully.
Yeah, you don't enunciate while you're being threatened.
Doing nothing!
Yeah.
I got you on video, bitch. I'm gonna fucking report your bitch ass.
Punch in the face?
Do something.
I'm happier. I can go to sleep well and sound. All right, so some good old fucking haterade and 2 punches to the noggin. This was a good day.
I feel bad he was saying that word so much, but he was acting like that.
You know what? Fauci Conda forever.
You know what, Eli? That's the kind of pop culture crossover I can get behind.
I know it.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
up.
Dr. Science over here.
Sometimes.
Oh, now we get the fucking huge fucking hello, everyone.
Sometimes our having a political conversation with people does
honk honk ding ding honk
feel
honk
like
ding
this.
ding.
Yes.
Did I just? Good point.
Hey, 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 hey.
There you go.
Hey!
I think if you yell at the video more, very good. Yeah.
It's not supposed to get shitty like this.
Hey, this is politics, baby. We get shitty down here.
No, the quality just went to shit every
I know.
time the good part comes on.
I'm just pivoting. I'm doing.
Oh my God!
I'm doing an Elizabeth Warren. Everybody watch his face. Yeah, this reminds me of one of our episodes. Josh is gonna cry angry tears.
Just gotta ruin it though. Everything was just fine.
I know.
Everything was fine, and then it just like honk honk ding ding, trying to do a little segue into like what the fuck you fucking stupid Reddit
There's
suck
that
a
real
dick.
emotion that we're here for. Sit him.
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah. You're pooped. You've had it.
I'm not pooped. I'm just pissed. Poop pissed.
Poop pissed.
Yeah.
Diapers, reoccurring theme.
But
here.
not by anything bad. Not by anything.
Yeah, no. It's not like Roe v. Wade or let's say Biden being a terrible fucking leader, pledging $33 billion to Rathan and all that
DeSantis
shit.
being so much a better leader by giving $1.2 billion in tax
for essential needs,
relief.
holidays. It's diaper day, and I'm wearing a diaper right now.
You got enlightened. Jim Acosta accosted someone. It was a hell of a show.
Yeah, thanks for sticking it out with us. You know the drill, guys. Like, subscribe, comment after the stream goes down. Keep the conversation on. Give us any feedback, and I guarantee one of us, if not both of us, will be right there with you in the comments. And join us. Let's see, we're at Tuesday, right?
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Tomorrow. Join us tomorrow night after my aneurysm, so we'll do this all again yet better.
Yet better. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. But we will be doing it Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday as we do at 10 p.m. YouTube.com/stuckinmiddle. If you haven't, as he said, like the video. Please subscribe. Tell your friend. It does go a long way, and we'll be figuring out some new things to come with some member
all good
things and stuff like
good
that.
things.
Yeah. So please thank you if you've enjoyed the ride so far, and we will hopefully not disappoint.
Viva la stuck! I'm gonna go have an abortion in your toilet.
Yeah, please do.